What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch-along. Thursday night football, man. This brings back some PTSD memories as an Arsenal fan. I'm glad we're not playing on a Thursday, I can't lie. But anyway, Lyon against Manchester United, quarter-final of the Europa League. Oh. Man, I've had some rough times in that competition, I can't lie. But we're here, people. Big up to everyone locked in. Hope you are well. And I'm hoping for an entertaining game, man. I'm hoping for a good game. Lyon, two former Arsenal players in there. Well, Lacazette's not actually starting, but Ainsley Maitland-Niles is starting. So there's a bit of an Arsenal angle on this game as well, which is always good. Onana's been saying a lot. Matic has said a lot as well. So it should be an interesting one, man. I'm looking forward to it. And I'll be honest, man. I'm not going to lie. I want Lyon to win. I want Man United to, you know, stay where they are kind of thing as well. But it is what it is. Big up to everyone locked in, man. New thumbnail. Big up Keros, man. Legit with that thumbnail. I like that one. That's quality. 3 watch-alongs in a week. I told you. We got to step the game up. We got to get busy. Latter stages of Europe, Champions League, Europa League, we've got to do our thing. You know what I mean? We've got to start putting the work in a little bit more. So yeah, man, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna watch this game. I know Tottenham are playing. I think they're playing Eintracht Frankfurt on the other channel. Kara said, "I hate Europa." I never liked Europa, but I always expected us to win it, and we never even won it. Babatunde vibe. We're vibing, man. We handled business. Business got handled on Tuesday night, so we're chilling. You know what I mean? We're chilling, people. We can watch and just sit back and enjoy, you know? I thought you were going to look like the thumbnail. Nah. We ain't got the weather. Although the weather is improving. I can't lie. We've had some better weather this week, but it's not quite. I want to see what this Turkey is all about. I believe he's got quite a cheap release clause. What is his release clause? I'm sure somebody said it's 25 million. But apparently he's had some discipline issues. Turkey has a 25 million pound release clause, which is around 30 million euros. That is a crazy release clause considering he's very, very highly rated. Let's have a look. Turkey. What's he doing this season in terms of numbers? 7 goals, 9 assists. French under-21 international. When I've seen him, man, he's silky on the ball, man. Baller. 21 years of age, 25 million pound. Come on. Somebody has to be buying him at that price. Yeah, man, that would be a bargain. That would be a bargain. 25 million pound, you got to be taking him. But big up to everyone locked in, everyone liking the thumbnail. As I said, shout out to Keros, man, doing his thing, making some banging thumbnails. Appreciate everyone tuning in. MJ, we ain't even warmed up yet, man. Jeez, I ain't even, you know what I mean? I haven't done my stretches yet, and that man's already trolling. Champions of Europe, we'll never sing that. I'll let you know, mate, we won the Cup Winners' Cup in the 90s. We've won a trophy in Europe. So we'll claim it. Don't worry, man. Listen. If this season goes how I hope it's going to go, you might not be singing that by the 1st of June, but we'll see. Long way to go. Let me stay calm. Big up MJ in the chat as always. W thumbnail man was feeling him. So, you know, I'm saying, you just, you know, like when LeBron just dunks on someone's head and just starts shrugging the shoulders. That's how I was feeling coming into the show today. You know what I mean? We've slapped up Real Madrid. These lot are playing Lyon on Thursday. Bro, Chelsea were playing at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I didn't know what was going on. Big up Christian, man. He said he passed his driving test last week. Big up yourself. Cliffo said the thumbnail is fire. You know what I realised? MJ's coming for Arsenal in the chat. I've done you a favour, bro. I realised once I'd set this stream up, my only European background is Champions League background. So I'm giving Man United versus Lyon a Champions League background. So I'm doing you a favour. I'm giving you Champions League back. I ain't got no Europa League background. I deleted it. When we left that competition, I said I don't ever want to see this competition again. So I deleted the Europa League background. So I'm doing you a favour, man. Thursday night, Europa League. I'll give you Champions League background. Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. I'm looking after you lot. Shout out MJ, though, man. Yeah, yo. For those who weren't tuned in today, I played the Declan Rice free kick about 20 times. But it was a GIF. So obviously, when it's a GIF, basically, they don't usually copyright you for it. So we were able to play it about 20 times. And everyone was saying, oh, you're going to get copyrighted. I'm good, man. We're good people. It might have been more than 20 times. I think I played it about 30 or 40 times. But anyway, big up everyone locked in. Let's go through the teams before the players. Oh, they're in the tunnel now, actually. So let's go for the teams. Perry in goal for Lyon. Ainsley Maitland-Niles at right back. Tagliafico at left back. Mata and Niakate at centre back. Akuku, Vertout, Tolisso, Almada, Cherky, and Makwatadze. Listen, I probably butchered a few names there. But anyway, I was hoping to see Lacazette up front, man. The thumbnail had me rolling. Hey, mission accomplished, man. You know what I'm saying? It looked like I was going Miami. But it is what it is. Just put Butlins as the background. Yeah, that's what United are basically playing in, you know. But anyway, if they win it, fair play to them, you know. Imagine United winning 3 trophies in 3 seasons when they've been this bad. So fair play to them. On the bench, Diarra, Deschamps, Caleta, Barasic, Amari, Kumbedi, Abner, Matic, Malebi, and Alexander Lacazette. Yeah, man. I wanted Lacazette to start as well. It's a shame. Rastamouse, this should be a hate along. No hate, man. Hate is a weak emotion. We're vibing. We'll vibe. Let's go through the Man United team anyway. Onana in goal. He's been talking a lot. He better live up to it now. Matic said he's the worst goalkeeper in Man United history. Yoro, Maguire, and Mazraoui are the 2 wing-backs. Dalot and Dorgu. Casemiro, Ugarte. And then it's Bruno Fernandes, Garnacho, Alejandro Garnacho. I was going to call him Alexander. And Højlund gets the nod up front. Højlund and Xerxes, man. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about Højlund. I think Højlund... I've got a feeling United are going to sell Højlund this summer. I've been reading a lot of Italian clubs are looking at him. They still rate him in Italy. He's young. United have to buy a striker. I don't see how they can accommodate 3 strikers. And I just feel like Højlund has had a lot of opportunities where Xerxes hasn't played that much. So, yeah, I think Højlund... Will he be at Man United next season? I'm not sure. On the bench, Bayindir, Tom Heaton, Lindelof, Kukonki, Amas, Luke Shaw, Morehouse, Kobe Mainu, Ericsson, Mason Mount, and Xerxes. So there you go. Yeah, we're doing all kinds, man. We're here, people. We might even do a watch-along tomorrow. No, we're not. We're not. I don't think... Well, unless there's... What's going on tomorrow? Friday night? Notts County against Salford City. What? Nah, I'm joking. We're not going that mad with it. Højlund has a 5-year contract, but didn't they sign him? He'd be 2 years into that, wouldn't he? I think they might. I think they might get rid of Højlund. I'll be honest. Jahai said thumbnail on point. Big up, big up. Always welcome the feedback. MJ said Kvara and Due yesterday. Now I'm subject to Højlund, Garnacho. That's naughty, man. I'll be honest. Listen. There's no love lost between Manchester United and Arsenal, of course. We've been rivals for years, man. But I think just from a footballing perspective, what I view Man United as a club and what they are in terms of what they've achieved in the past, they've spent so much money. I mean, some of these guys should not be playing for them. They've let their standards slip with the level of player that they've gone with. They've spent a lot of money on this team, and it's nowhere near good enough. Højlund's not good enough. Garnacho's not good enough, in my opinion. Bruno, I think, would be good in a better team. Ugate's not bad. I think he's all right. Casemiro's washed. Dorgu, I'm not convinced. Good athlete. Is he good enough technically? Dallow's okay. Mazraoui's all right. Maguire's got to go. Yoro, I think, is a good young player. Onana, I'm not sure. Plays a few nice passes, but does he make enough saves? I'm not sure about the keeper. I actually think Onana is worse than De Gea. And they let De Gea go for nothing. He might not be as good on the ball, but he's a better shot stopper. And that's what the goalkeeper needs to be first and foremost. And then you look on the bench. Ericsson, Shaw's always injured. Lindelof's been there for time. Mount's got to do more. He's on about 200 grand a week. And then a load of youngsters. And Xerxes hasn't really done much. They've got to do far more. Man United need to sell about 8 or 9 players this summer. Real talk. New thumbnail. Yeah, we're there, people. Bruno Fernandes is a very talented player, man. I'm telling you. He's stayed at United while their team has got worse, and his reputation's dropped with them. Appreciate these streams, says Renji. What's your prediction? Do you know why I'm struggling to make a prediction for this game? I'm going to be totally honest. I actually really don't know how good Lyon are. I watched them once earlier in the season. Let's have a look at the French league. I mean, they're not even in the top 4. Where are they? They're 5th. Man, they're doing all right. 54 goals. They're 3rd top scorers in the league. They've won 4 of their last 5. I'll go 2-1 Lyon. I think they'll cause them problems. You know, I honestly don't know too much about them. But the way United play, I mean, they're set up for counter-attack, so you never know. Maybe they can defend their way to a victory. But Højlund, nah, not for me. But we'll see. I'll go 2-1 Lyon. But we're about to kick off. Give me your score predictions, people. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Nomis said 3-0 to Lyon. Abdullah, rice, baby. I've watched that second free kick around 500 times. Yeah, man. Curtis, who would you keep or sell if you were a United? As I said, those ones, I'd get rid of Højlund. Not good enough. Casemiro's got to go. Get him to Saudi. Maguire's got to go. If you had enough money, I'd be looking for an Onana upgrade. I think he's overrated. Well, is he even that rated? I'd get rid of Ericsson. I'd get rid of a lot of these guys. Lindelof. I'd get rid of 8 or 9 of them. The only ones really I'd keep Bruno, I'd keep Ugarte, I'd keep Dorgu, you've just signed him, Dallo, Mazraoui, Yoro. I don't really rate Garnacho either, but he's a young player. What's with the cover photo? Bro, it's Declan Rice week. We beat Real Madrid 3-0. Sunglasses, man. Skepta, I wear my sunglasses at night. It's all that. But the thing with United, if United win, MJ will be unbearable. United have been poor the last 2 years. They've won a couple trophies. So would we be completely surprised if United won the Europa League? It's an easier Europa League than normal because they stopped that rule of Champions League clubs being dropped down into it. So it's there. I mean, look, let me just give you an example. Lazio are one of the favourites to win the Europa League. They've lost 2-0 tonight to Bodo Glimt. Remember when we played Bodo Glimt? Well, I'm sure it was a 4G pitch. They've beaten Lazio 2-0 tonight. Lazio are one of the favourites. You've got Rangers. I mean, looking at the last 8, Rangers against Athletic Bilbao, Nico Williams. You've got Tottenham against Frankfurt, Lyon against United, and Bodo have beaten Lazio 2-0. Oh, yeah, Ahmad. I'd keep Ahmad. I like Ahmad. I like Kobe Mainu. Hasn't kicked on the way I expected. Do you know what? I didn't realise that I had the Champions League background. I should have. I didn't have a Europa League one ready. Odion said, off topic, if we don't win a cup this year, does the Madrid win matter? I bought the Monsters Inc. top today with Rice on the... Wow. I mean, I bought training kit. The Burgundy. You bought the Monsters Inc. kiddo. That kit's basically done in the next, 6 weeks? But I respect it. The hype is real. The hype is real. I said the win's as big as what happens after it. You know? If Madrid beat us 4-0 next week, then the win means nothing. If we get through and then lose to PSG, it's just a nice memory in the background. But we'll see. Bodo demolished Olympiacos. I didn't even know they were decent like that. I never bought the Monsters Inc. kit. I only bought the home kit this year. I don't know why, really. I shouldn't have even really bought the home kit. Marino Player of the Month. Fair play. Flex Trave said, "Yo, Curtis, this is my second stream, and I enjoyed the Real Madrid one. I'm glad you're doing this today." I feel very relaxed. It's why I called it a vibe along. This is why I'm wearing sunglasses in the thumbnail, people. We're chilling. We're chilling. None of the away and third kit just didn't capture me this season. I just didn't. No, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. And I do like black kits, but that one with the links effect underneath, I just didn't like all that, man. I like the one from a couple years ago. That kit was amazing. Injury here early on for Lyon. Looks like they might have to make a change. Goon Jack, I want to see how good Rayan Cherki is. Curtis, would you tattoo Arteta on your arm if he wins the Champions League? No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't, but yeah. George said that thumbnail is amazing. One of your finest pieces. Big up Keros, man, who's doing the editing, man. He's showing his skills there. That's quality. I've got this stream on one screen and the rice coal on the other. I think we watched it about 30 times today during the stream. James said I got the home and the away one. United playing in their away kit tonight. Lacazette on the bench, but Ainsley is at right back. I said you can build Arteta a statue, but a tattoo on the arm, I don't think so. Do you think Arsenal would win against Barcelona? It'd be difficult. I do think they can be got at. They concede a lot of goals. If you look at, who was it? Benfica? Was it 4-3 or 5-4? They concede, man. They concede. But they're so good going forward. Here come Manchester United. Dallo. Lovely touch, that is. It's got a bit of space. Passes the ball out wide. Garnacho. It's blocked. Has he got a foul there? Yeah, he does. Garnacho wins a free kick on the right-hand side. Skelly Lamine battle would be epic. Oh, Lamine, that would be a tough one. I think that would be more difficult than the Rodrigo one. Marcus said, Yardman said, if we win the Champions League or Premier, we'll tattoo Mikel Arteta's name on his arm. Now, I ain't doing that, but I respect it. Would you take a dump on a Spurs kit live on stream if we win the Champions League? I'm not sure I'd do that, but we're playing Wi-Fi password teams. That was the Europa League. Now they're beating Lazio. Free kick to Manchester United. 1-0 Frankfurt, is it? Ekatike. Ball whipped in. Ficton. Oh, Man United goes all the way across. Goes out for a corner. What a ball in. Right, apparently Tottenham are losing at home. Let's have a look at the replay. Cuts inside. Oh, great finish. Baller. Oh, what a finish. Finesse in the far bottom corner. Tottenham losing 1-0. We love to see it. We love to see it, people. Ekatike with the goal. Frankfurt lead. Nando's FC 1-0. Corner to Manchester United, people. Just Spurs being Spurs. Did he do the Henry celebration? I didn't see that. I just turned back over. He's been linked with a move, man. I think he's got a 50 million release clause, something like that. 50 or 60 million. Bruno Fernandes in swinging corner for United. It's poor corner headed away at the near post. Stand up. If you hate Tottenham, stand up. Bro, we only just settled into the game. They're already losing. They're already losing. Yeah, we'll troll expressions afterwards if they lose. Ekatike will be one that got away like Isak. I think with him, here's Lacazette. Laka! I think Ekatike will be one that, for like Arsenal, He's probably on the list. I just think he's a little bit down the list. That's what I think. I think they're looking at Gyökeres, Isak, them guys first. Don't even want to hurt my eyes watching substandard football after all the Champions League. Exactly. Well, why not? We'll slum it with these lot for the Thursday night. Keep ourselves entertained. How do you think we would have done if Gabriel was never injured? I mean, we kept a clean sheet, so in reality, we couldn't have done any better. We couldn't have done any better. Yeah, George, there's some things that I've ordered. I've got new stuff coming, so hopefully you will see improvement in the production level. So we've got things ordered. As I said, thumbnails and that. We're gonna get more short content and then hopefully better camera quality and stuff like that. So bear with me, it's coming, my friend. If we get into hopefully a Champions League final, it needs to be crystal clear. You know what I mean? So don't worry, it's on the way. If we're not getting Isak Ekitike in the conversation, I think, listen, a lot of clubs will look at him. A lot of clubs will look at him, especially at 50 mil, when Isak's going to cost 150. Big up Mohammed, he said, big up Big C, you turn up, we turn up. Loving this extra content, long overdue. I hear you. Trust me, I know. Extra content, better production, short content to go with the long form content. And we'll hit that 100K before we know it, people. Before we know it. I know what's required. I know what's required. We make an Arteta apology vid if he wins the Champions League. We'll throw a party. Party and an apology. And then build him the statue outside the stadium. Here come Lyon. Left-hand side, what they got. Tolisso was a player back in the day I wanted at Arsenal. The injuries have ruined him. Did you see the post-match interview with Rice? Said he isn't visual in the final. Winning it, but taking it game by game. Seedorf looked surprised and said, talking from experience, visualize it. Interesting. Tagliafico heads it. It's blocked. Goes out for a corner to Lyon. Visualize it, man. You know what I mean? Imagine scoring that free kick in the final. Waffles party, yeah, man. Funny that Ainsley ruined his Arsenal career by refusing to play right back. Now he plays that position for Lyon. I think he realised that in midfield he's not as good as maybe he thought he was. Kay said we're having a subscriber rate for 100K. Bro, that's going to be an all-night stream when we hit 100K. Lee said that thumbnail is epic. Yeah, man. Big up Keros, man. It's quality. Corner to Lyon. Whipped in. Another poor corner. What is that? We are slumming it this week. They can't even get the corner past the first defender. No, Johnny, honestly, it's like anything, you know. You know when you watch a lot of these things about being successful or these guys who become billionaires and things like that. Whatever you're doing, you get to a point where you need to create a team and get help. You know, some people think, oh, I'm just going to make my own content, do a stream, blah, blah. In the end, you're like, yo, I need someone to edit. I need this. I need a cameraman. I need, you know, and it gets that point. You can't always do it without investing in help and stuff like that. So you're right. Ash said, hey, Curtis, bit of a silent listener, but you have become a virtual friend with the amount I watch you. Would love linking up with... Hey, July, bro. I'm a June baby, bro. But summertime, I'll let you off anyway. But yeah, big up, bro. Thumbnail game is up. People like that thumbnail. It's a good one. It is a good one. Tottenham are losing 1-0, people. It's a good tackle, Mazraoui. I think that's a goal kick. Is he given a corner? Nah, goal kick United. That's a cruise job. Yeah, he's actually not bad at some of that stuff, the editing and that. You know, the youngsters nowadays, man, they're far ahead in terms of technology than, well, sort of my generation. They grew up in YouTube and all that stuff, so they know a lot about it already. Yeah, I saw a comment today from Ornstein saying that Havertz might play before the end of the season. I don't understand that because they said it was grade 3, minimum 3 months, and I mean minimum. He got injured in March, or was it February? Maybe it was February, the end of February. I thought it was March. March, April, May. How is he coming back? I don't understand it. Ornstein's basically saying Havertz has made great progress and he might play before the end of the season. I don't understand that. He don't need to play anyway. Here come Lyon, left-hand side. Good skill up against Mazraoui. Collected by Onana. Good defending by Mazraoui there. We don't need Havertz back, man. Chill. To be fair, he did score the winner in the Champions League final for Chelsea. When did he get injured? Let me get the date. Havertz injury. It was when we was in Dubai, right? When did he get injured? 13th of February. Okay, so he's almost been out. He's been out nearly 2 months already. So, yeah, he probably will. So, you're looking at mid-May will be about 3 months. Maybe he'll be back by the end of May. Maybe he'll play the last game of the season or something. I don't know. Are we playing better without Havertz? I honestly think Marino is a better finisher than Havertz. I think Marino has almost made Havertz surplus to requirements because we were looking at Havertz going, yeah, but even if you buy a really good striker, he's a good backup striker to bring off the bench and blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm not being funny, mate. Marino's better than Havertz. He's a better finisher. So, what's the need? He's the highest paid player at the club. He's not necessary. I'd get rid of him. I'd get him out in the summer. Can't have your highest paid player on the bench. Doesn't make sense. And I don't think he'll start next season when we buy Gyökeres or another striker. Lyon don't look great. Maybe I'm judging them too early, but they're on the attack now. Oh, he played the wrong ball there. Ball goes wide, Tagliafico. Would any of these Man U players make it into Arsenal's 11? I think Bruno over Odegaard. None of the others. Maybe... nah. You could... I like Euro. I do like Euro. But would he play over Kivior maybe now, you could say? But Kivior played well the other night. But obviously at full strength he wouldn't with Gabriel and Saliba. Probably the only one is Bruno. No one else. I wouldn't have any of them. Neil said, Big C, it's his wife's birthday on the 17th. Mine's the 24th. Curtis, did Lyon win the league 7 years in a row before PSG took over? Did they? I know Lyon were dominating for years, weren't they? French league title. I did like Lyon. They've had some good teams, man. They've had some good players. United in possession. Let's have a look. French league winners. Did they win it 7? Yeah, Lyon. 2000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 times in a row they won it. Between 2001 and 2007. PSG have won it the last 4 years. Lille won it once. Then PSG won it 3 times. Monaco won it once. Then PSG won it another 4 times. That French league is crazy. I take Kobe Mainu. Yeah, I mean... Kobe, for me, a year ago, I looked at Kobe Mainu and thought, you could be a superstar. I'm looking at him now going, you're a good player, but maybe you're not as good as I thought you was. Rice, Mainu, Odegaard. I think I want better than that. I want a better player than Kobe Mainu. He's decent, but I just don't think he's not the most mobile. Big up Arsenic. He said, Curtis, my birthday today. I had an injury a year ago. Still feel my leg will never be the same. Miss playing the game. Happy birthday, man. What was the injury? What injury was it? Here's Dorgu for United. Great chance, Højlund. Told you, mate. That is terrible. Oh, my God. Look at the state of that technique. That's brilliant play from Dorgu. Pulls it back to Højlund on his left foot. That's ugly technique, man. That is horrible technique. That is Timo Haaland. That is nasty work, man. I told you United got to get rid of him. They got to get rid of that guy. Get him. The Italian clubs rate him. Oh, ankle. Yeah, it can be naughty, the ankles, man. Højlund, United, honestly, get rid of that guy in the summer. He's not the one. Yeah, and they need a striker. Go and buy a Ekitike, go and buy Osimhen. I would say Gyökeres, but I'm hoping he'll be at Arsenal. There's strikers that they can get that are better than these guys. He's not even a good finisher. Corner to Lyon. Yeah, I just seen Ekitike's goal, man. Finesse bottom corner. Great finish. Yeah, I don't know too much about this guy. Makatadze, the striker for Lyon. I don't know a lot about him. I've seen him on FIFA a few times, but I honestly don't know too much about him. Let's have a look a bit about him. It's a corner to Lyon. They take it short. Can they put a decent cross in? It's headed away. Goes out for another corner. Let's have a look at what he's doing. Georgian international, 24 years of age. Got 8 goals in the league, 4 in the Europa League. Yeah, I don't know much about him. Top scorer at the Euros, was he? I didn't even know. Does he play for Georgia with Kvaratskhelia? Ball comes out, shot over the crossbar. Terrible technique. Marino unironically scores that. Yeah, he probably does. Laser, can't lie, I have a feeling we're lifting the cup. That's how we all feel. That's why we're all smiling. I told you, it wasn't just that we beat Real Madrid. We're actually thinking we can win the whole thing. Because if you beat Real Madrid, naturally you're thinking, well, we can beat other teams then. Would you rather have Marino or Højlund up top? Marino, bro, he can finish. Højlund can't finish. Højlund can't finish. We just vibing. Man said happy 50th. Yo, give me a long time for that, bro. We're just vibing, people. Vibe along. Let me just chill. Tottenham are losing 1-0. Keep me updated. 0-0 in this game. I hope we don't get a snore fest. I really hope we don't get a boring 0-0. Oh, Fekir, what happened to him, man? He was a baller. Is he still at Real Betis? I always wanted him at Arsenal, and then he was going to go to Liverpool. Failed his medical. He's playing in... Where is he playing? He's in the UAE. Al Jazeera. I think that's the team who... Don't El Neni play for them? I thought he was still at Real Betis, man. Fekir. Lyon have had some ballers, man. Remember Aouar? Every year we were signing Aouar. And we never got him. Who's he play for? Is he in Italy still? No, Al Etihad. He's gone Saudi as well. He's only 26. He's cashed out. They've had some players, man. Benzema. They've had some really nice players. SEM, was he there? I forgot SEM was there, you know. Malouda, he was a player, man. I always rated Malouda at Chelsea, you know. He was a good player. Dele Aouar, every day we were signing that guy. Sidney Govou, you know. Them old school ballers. Juninho, good run by Mazraoui. Oh, his passes block goes through to the goalkeeper. Yeah, I always like them. Curtis, do you think the result would have been... Do you think it would have been the same sort of result if we got Atletico? Probably not. They're so defensively solid. Johan Gourcuff, we were linked with him a lot as well. He was a good player. He was a very good player. They've had some good midfielders, man. Oh, that's good play. Not sure about Lyon, you know. I'm not... They've got some sharp players, techie players. Dallo does well. Bruno tries to dummy it. He's going mad. I don't know why he's going mad. Højlund couldn't get that. There wasn't enough power on it. Did the ref actually whistle before full time against Everton? Apparently, he changed his mind and Pulled back. Chance. Oh, shot by Bruno. Goes out for a corner. I think United can win this. I'm not really that convinced by Lyon. Curtis, would you take Liverpool crumbling, Arsenal winning the league, and we get to a Champions League final with no guarantee to win it, or guaranteed to win the Champions League and we lose the rest of our Prem games? I've got to take option number 1 because we've won the league, which will be the greatest Premier League comeback in recent history, and we're in the Champions League final, and then I'll have the belief that we can win the final and win both. Bicycle kick. Oh, straight at the goalkeeper, Casemiro. Oh, you're right, bro. It's that time, innit? Eyelids getting heavy time. What's your take on Maitland-Niles? I think he's probably... Ainsley, to me, is like... I don't know. It's something... Really talented footballer, but something missing, I think, with Ainsley. First of all, it's difficult when you're not set on what position you are. It's like he was playing right back all the time, but not wanting to play a right back. And then he ends up at right back anyway. So he could have had an Arsenal career at right back, but the whole thing was I want to play in midfield. He's at Lyon. They're a big French club. It's still not bad. War Eagle said Rice had Wilshere v Barca vibes versus Madrid. Yeah. I would argue it was even better because we battered Madrid. We didn't batter Barcelona that night. They were still the better team. Some of you saying you would have took the guaranteed Champions League. I hear it because we need the Champions League more than a league title. Maitland-Niles was the OG Lewis Skelly, yeah. Could have been. Free kick to Lyon. We need a goal. I remember we turned down 20 million for Ainsley from Wolves. Free kick whipped in. Oh, it's all the way in. It's gone all the way in. Onana's missed it. And that's why Matic said, you're the worst goalkeeper in Man United history. Now, has this striker touched the ball and is he in an offside position? It's gone straight in from the free kick. He's gone to head it. It looks like he's missed it and it's bounced and gone into the far top corner. If he's connected with it, he might be offside, but I think it's gone straight in. Lyon 1, Manchester United 0. Now they're going to do a VAR check. Is he offside? He's not offside anyway, so it's going to be a goal. Even if he touches it, which I don't think he does. Look at the state of Onana. That is absolutely... Oh, what is that? He gets hands on it as well. Oh, na, 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 na. Oh, na, 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 na. That guy is an absolute scrub. I told you. That guy was talking reckless. That guy was talking reckless to Matic, you know. Matic has won trophies, bro. And you're talking greasy to Matic like that. Matic was right about Onana. That's the tweet. Scrub. Absolute scrub. There you go. 1-0 to Lyon, people. The game has livened up. What is he doing? Matic, the worst goalkeeper in Man United history. He knew, man. He knew. He knew. And it's 1-0 to Lyon, people. 1-0 to Lyon. Listen, that is actually a really good free kick because they always say if you take a free kick, do one where if the goalkeeper misses it, then it goes in the corner, and it did. So he done his job. Almeida. Spurs have equalised. Ah, damn. Let's have a look. Who scored for the Spuds? Who scored for the Spuds, people? Pedro Porro. 1-1. I've missed the replay of the goal anyway. And it's 1-0 to Lyon. Olympique Lyonnais. Onana. Spurs have equalised, so it's 1-1. Ekatike gave Frankfurt the lead and Pedro Porro's equalised. When Onana was doing that, I was thinking, bro, you know you man are like 13th, 14th in the league. You've not been a good goalkeeper, so why are you chatting like that? And then you make a mistake like that. What an idiot he looks like, man. You're putting all sorts of pressure on the culture right now doing stupid things like that. Coming out talking grease to a guy that's won multiple trophies in his career. Matic is, you know what I mean, a trophy-laden footballer, and you're out here chatting greasy to him when you're a bang average goalkeeper. Let's look at what Matic has actually won in his career. Chelsea and Man United, he's won all sorts. Let's have a look. Matic. 1 League Cup, 1 FA Cup, 3 Premier Leagues. And you got man like Onana speaking greasy to it. Player of the Year at Benfica. Portuguese Cup, Portuguese League. He's won all sorts. Come on, Lyon. They're on the attack again. Here we go. What are you saying? What are you saying? Oh, good block. I think Yoro's a good player. I think Yoro is a very good player. Man's won 3 Prems and Onana's chatting greasy to him. That guy's a madman. Jimmy said Guendouzi 25, bring him back. Guendouzi, I don't know, man. I think you'll never see Guendouzi with Arteta. I don't know if is he still good? He's at Lazio, isn't he? Him and Tavares link up. Lyon on the ball, edge of the box shot. That's a poor shot straight at Onana from Almeida, who scored the goal. MJ, they need to take Ten Hag and Onana out back. It was so risky allowing De Gea to go because he's a brilliant goalkeeper. He just wasn't good on the ball. And it is hard to develop. But you've signed a guy that, okay, he's passing and that's decent, but he is poor as a goalkeeper. And I'm watching De Gea save penalties, make worldy saves for Fiorentina. They needed guarantees. I think he'd managed him before, hadn't he, Ten Hag? And he had that worldie in the Champions League final. His stock was high, man. His stock was high. Now we're realising I don't even think he's average. I actually think he's below average. Football's gone weird, hasn't it? Like, in the sense of we're signing goalkeepers that aren't even good shot stoppers. But he can pass the ball well. So what, mate? Can he save the ball? For number one priority, you buy a goalkeeper. Is he a good shot stopper? It's like buying a car and saying, listen, mate, the steering's terrible on it, but the air conditioning's brilliant. Well, you need to prioritise. You've got a goalkeeper that can't save shots. Oh, that's a bad tackle. That's probably going to be a yellow card for Dalot. Yep, he's booked. Cherki is a baller. We need to look at this summer, available for 25 million euros. He's techie on the ball. You can see it. You're right, Stevie. Inverted goalkeeper. It's madness. Lady said if Odegaard has pillow foot, Onana has pillow hands. You're not wrong, bro. That guy there. He makes me appreciate having David Raya as our goalkeeper because he's reliable. Lyon are in financial trouble. They've kind of fallen away in the last few years, aren't they? I didn't realise they had financial problems. Apparently, somebody just said Ornstein's put some stuff out about Arsenal transfer stuff. Wide attacker is on the agenda. They are considering... We all know Nico Williams is a player admires. Arsenal are one of multiple clubs who like Anthony Gordon. Not going to lie, I'm not highly in favour of that deal. Not because he's not a good player, but he cost a lot of money. Arsenal have done a significant amount of work on Sesko. My colleague Gunnerblog detailed recently Arsenal have some reservations. And so perhaps Arteta and Berta are prioritising others. That doesn't mean to say Sesko is out of the equation, but perhaps Arsenal is not looking like his most probable destination. We know Man United rate him highly too. He is also among the names Chelsea are considering. You're going up in my estimation already, my friend. You've walked in the door. You've changed their mind. Said we don't want this giraffe. Let's get Gyökeres. Hoyland shoots right foot straight at the keeper. I don't want Sesko. I don't want Anthony Gordon either. They paid 45 million for him. They're going to want about 70 million for him. If I'm spending 60, 70 million on a winger, I don't want Anthony Gordon. I'm not being funny. Ekatike is their new target. He looks good, man. I bet one of the English clubs will go for him. You look at this summer, what's interesting, right? Arsenal need a striker. Man United need a striker. Chelsea need a striker. I think Liverpool, if Darwin goes, they will be in the market. There's a lot of clubs that could do with a striker, man. I think Osimhen, Ekatike, Gyökeres, Sesko, those four, a lot of clubs will be looking at them. It's just about which one you go for and which one's the right one. Yeah, Barca might want some competition. Cunha as well. I like Cunha. I would take him in the 10 role more than the striker role. United being linked with him. He's a very good player, man. Højlund looks uncomfortable with the ball, yeah. Berta needs to knock on Florentino's office door on Wednesday and make a deal for Rodrigo. He would be a dream left wing signing. Rodrigo on the left would be outrageous. MJ's fuming. He said, I actually hate Ten Hag. His man said he prays his marriage fails. Nah, man. He won you 2 trophies, bro. You can't wish that kind of energy on him. I mean, he's left you in a bit of a mess, but couple trophies, he kept it moving, man. Is Onana out there proving Matic right? Absolutely, man. He can't save the ball. Sophisticated charm. Delac for 30 mil. Jonathan David on a free. There's a lot of options. And I'd be looking at them as my backup striker. You know, I'd take one of them as the second choice striker. Curtis, the reported budget to spend is 340 million. I mean, if it is, we finally do have the war chest. Honestly, I'm not being funny, right? Højlund, they need to sell him ASAP. ASAP Rocky, they need to get rid of Højlund. Young player, bit of potential. I'm saying this from a position of respect for Man United. You cannot have Rasmus Højlund leading the line for your club if you want any kind of success. I mean, like, serious success. He is absolute bang. I don't even... Boy, he is poor, man. Do you know what it is? I don't want to annihilate him too much. He's a young player. You've signed him before he was ready to be at Manchester United. He's not even ready. He's a baby. He looks like it's way too much responsibility. You need to bring in a striker with some ego and personality as a striker that says, listen, man, I'm a bad boy player. I'll score goals here. You can't have Højlund up front for Man United, man. They've got to get rid of him. He's had a lot of game time at United as well. At least with Xerxes, he hasn't played that much. And he looks all right when you put him maybe just off the striker. Even though I don't think he's that good as a striker. Højlund's got to go. And clubs in Italy rate him as well. You needed him to have another 2 years or year in Italy. He hasn't even played a lot of football. Chance for United. Oh, shots blocked. Dorgu swiped it. Oh, Lyon are panicking there. This is interesting. Lyon have got a player on the floor. They've kicked the ball out for a corner to Man United. But they're saying, look, we've kicked the ball out for our player to get treatment. But I wonder if United will take the corner. Oh, that's embarrassing. The guy diving all over the place. Andreas Big me can't believe how bad United is. They need a cleanse. Dotty club them, big up Declan Jollof Rice. Yo, man, they need fumigating, man. I'm telling you, Fabrice. But, boy, Rasmus. No. I can't believe nobody signed Ivan Toney. It's got to be because of the betting. That teams were scared that more betting scandals were going to come out. He walks into about 4 of the big Premier League clubs. Corner to United whipped in. Lyon keeper. Perry heads it away. Is that true, Ulrich? 21 games without a goal. I almost feel sorry for him a little bit. His confidence looks shot to pieces. He's a young player. He hadn't even done that much in Italy. Paid big money for him to come to United. He can't deal with it. They need to help him. But because he's young, And these clubs now, they all want to do this buy young, and he's 22 years of age. What's his stats saying this season? He's got 3 Premier League goals in 26 games. You can't do that at Man United, man. I'm sorry. He's got 5 in 11 in the Europa League, so maybe this is his better competition, but 10 goals last year in 30 games. He's miles off it. He's absolutely miles off it. Sesko is better than Rasmus. Yeah, and he'd be cheaper as well. He'd be cheaper than him. Bro, Marino's better than Højlund. 35 million centre mid. Look at the way Marino finishes. Højlund's got no confidence. The one thing I will say, United don't create enough for any striker. But you've got to do more than what he's doing. Here come Lyon. Lyon will probably need another goal because defensively they look like they can be got at. I think at Old Trafford, even if United lost 1-0, they would cause Lyon problems. Dalot wins a throw-in on the halfway line. Sesko-esque, yeah. Atalanta ripped them off. The striker market's so flat right now that you have one half-decent season in one of the big clubs, or not even a big club, one of the big leagues, you'll get a move. I mean, let's be real. Sesko's got 10 goals, and clubs are looking to buy him for 60 or 70 million. Back in the day, he scored 10 goals at RB Leipzig. You ain't getting a big club move. You ain't done enough to get that move. But that's how the game is now. AMSN, that thumbnail is hilarious. It's like you're just laughing at, you know. It's a vibe along, man. We're chilling. We're chilling. Big up. Raz, I was watching the old clips of my fellow Brummy boy, Daniel Sturridge. Not going to lie, his outrageous chip goal he scored in that comp reminded me of Curtis against DTFC. Bro, when I tell you, I met Sturridge a couple times, actually, in Birmingham. Number one, he's an Arsenal fan, so, you know, we always got that little respect for him. Sturridge, I tell people all the time, I think Sturridge would have been one of the best English strikers in recent years if it wasn't for injuries. He was unreal at Liverpool for probably, what, 3 years, when it was him and Suarez and Sterling. Sturridge was a joke. Absolute joke. Quick, great touch, left foot, right foot, outside of the foot, chip, drilled shot, curlers, the celebration, you know what I mean? He was unreal. Injuries killed him. Injuries mashed him up. But Sturridge was a crazy player. Some of the goals he scored for Liverpool were ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. 2 Champions Leagues. He had a great career. He had a really good career. Do you have a collection of Crocs? Nah, I don't. I'm not really... Listen, you won't see me wearing Crocs like out and about. I know Turkish loves Crocs. I've got like just a little cheap pair that, you know, you just put them on around the house. You go in the garden and stuff like that. But you know how people are wearing them out on road? I'm not doing that. They are comfortable, but nah. Sturridge 2 Champions Leagues are shameless, bro. But you imagine as a player, he'd still take 2 shameless Champions Leagues. I know he hardly played in them. Has he got 2? Yeah, he got what? Did he get 1 at Chelsea? 1 at Chelsea, 1 at Liverpool, where he barely played. That front three, Sterling, Suarez, and Sturridge, yeah. And they're Gerrard and Coutinho. I can't believe they never won the league. That was the year Gerrard slipped over, man. I thought they had it. Raza said, I love Sturridge, loved him from his first interview at the club. He genuinely wanted to do well here, and we as fans saw that. It broke my heart, that post 2014. He got injured so much. His body just broke down, didn't it? It was like Jack Wilshere just couldn't deal with playing 3 games a week. I mean, listen, Man United fans, anyone who's tuned in now, Lyon are winning 1-0, but I'll be honest. I reckon that I reckon United can still win this, you know. Big up that guy D. Said, can me and English Tax Ross, a.k.a. E-Ross, get a birthday blessing for tomorrow? Big up on your birthdays, man. Just calm, man. You know what I mean? Man was coming in with smoke. Give me a chance, brother. Yeah, man. Happy birthday for tomorrow, man. Big up E. Ross. Big up that guy D as well. Patience, patience, patience. You know what I mean? The man said, yo, it's my birthday tomorrow. Wish me happy birthday now. Big up, man, as always. Curtis, would you take Kirkes at Bournemouth, Robinson at Fulham? Do you know what? Them two are very, very, very underrated. Them two are very underrated. I think Kirkes being linked with Liverpool because they're saying Robertson's kind of past his best, but Robinson should have got a move as well. Free kick to Lyon. Ugarte pulls him down. Is he going to get a yellow card? No, he doesn't. A little pull on the shirt, man. Luke said, Curtis, if we win the Champions League, would you say we've had a better season than Liverpool? I mean, we need the Champions League more than the title because it's missing from our history. So for me, it would be, yeah. I'd rather win the Champions League than the Premier League because we've never won it. So we need it. D said, I told my boss when I left work today I'm doing nothing at work tomorrow. Bro, I wouldn't even be at work. I'll be ringing in, yeah, I can't make it. Or you got to book that time off. Robinson is very underrated. Yeah, very good left back. You look at like Man United buying Dorgu. I know they want a wing back, but why would you not go for a Robinson or a Kirkes or someone like that? Sturridge played for my Australian team, Perth Glory. I heard he went like Australia. I think by then he was done, wasn't he? Free kick to Lyon. That is a terrible free kick. It's not a great game, but big up Jag. Appreciate the super sticker. And forever gonna Curtis. They have Vinny, Mbappe, Rodrigo. We have Marino and Hathaway and Dua Lipa. I see there was beer celebrities at the game, weren't there? There was loads of celebs at the Arsenal Madrid game. The hell, bro, thinks he's Declan. You know what I mean? Leave them free kicks to Deckers, bro. Leave him to handle that. Sanjay, do you think Ramsdale will be bought by a Prem club? Yeah, apparently Bournemouth want him because they can't afford Kepa's wages. They've got Kepa on loan from Chelsea, but he's on big wages, so they reckon Bournemouth will go in for Ramsdale. That Southampton move was a terrible move for him. It was a recipe for disaster. I think does he support the club or he's got some sort of connection to Southampton? So I think he wanted to go there, but they were always getting relegated. I've seen it. Yeah, I'd take him back as backup, but it's not going to happen. If we could get him for like 10 million, I'd take him. Would you take Thuram at Inter? Not as my main striker. Like, I don't think Thuram transforms our attack. Again, he plays in a 2, but... Peter said, Big C, watching Bilbao, Nico Williams looks average. I would have liked to have watched him play tonight, actually. They've got... who they got, Bilbao? It's on the other channel. Ball over top. Oh, good defending by Mazraoui. He's had a good game. They're playing Rangers. I think Rangers have had a man sent off as well, haven't they? Yeah, Rangers are down to 10 men. Surely Nico Williams can do something. Who's your preferred right winger, George? I don't think we'll sign a right winger, George. I think because of Nwaneri's form this season on the right, I think Nwaneri will be Saka's backup. I think if anything, we go for a left winger. They'll go for Williams, but I just wish we'd have signed Kvara in January. Corner to Lyon. Whipped in again. Doesn't beat the first defender. What is going on? These guys can't cross the ball. Oh, you meant left winger. Yeah, I mean, listen, watching that duo yesterday, oh my days, him and Kvara, I would have loved to have signed any of them, but the left wing market's not that great this summer. You got Williams, maybe. You could say Liao. He'd cost 100 million probably. You got Ademola Lookman, who's in great form. And then you've got players like Semenyo you could go for. You could go for Anthony Gordon. I mean, I'm only saying Gordon because Ornstein's linked him to us. Here come Lyon on the break. Greedy, man. Should have passed. Should have passed that. They had 3-on-3 there. The left wing market's not great. Not great at all. Hoyland, look, bounced to the floor, relaxed. Get him off at half time. Who would you guys go for, man? Barcola might be available because Doué seems to have taken that spot away from him. Williams is very inconsistent. When he's good, he's amazing. When he's bad, he's non-existent. Sometimes I think we overrate Liao. Yeah, but Liao's a big risk because he's double the price of Williams. But I like Liao more than Williams. But because of the cost of him, I'm just not sure. If you wanted Liao, I'd go to AC Milan and say, look, you man are like 9th in the league. You're having a stinker. I know you want 100 mil, but there's 70 million. And maybe we chuck a player in as part of the deal. The left, there's no clear, obvious answer. Barcola, Liao, Williams, Semenyo, Lookman. I'm not sure. Kvara was the one for me that I think we should have gone for. There's a big risk with all of them. Yeah, listen, the interesting thing is, I know it sounds crazy, but you probably could go and get Rashford. I think they said Rashford's got 40 million. 40 million they want for him. I'm sure he'd come to Arsenal over Villa, but is it just a purple patch or is he actually playing that well? No, we wouldn't want Sancho, man. He's washed. Chelsea are paying not to sign him. I think they've got to pay Man United 5 million to make sure they don't get him. Craig said expecting a 20-goal season from Hoyland is like Marion Bonnie Blue expecting blue. Oh, God. Oh, my days. Yoro has scored. Yoro's equalised for Man United. Wow. Little flick on. Who got a shot. He flicked it on. He's a decent player. I think United are in a good state here. Is he onside? Yeah, Miles onside. United equalised 1-1. Good volley by Ugarte there to get it. That's a good finish. Really good finish by Yoro. I do actually rate Yoro. It's a great finish. That volley's going about 3 or 4 yards wide. He just guides it into the bottom corner. 1-1. At least we got a decent game. Man said Tiger scores. Yo. Good finish. Listen, I think United can be very positive about this. I think if they win, if they draw this, what I'm seeing of Lyon, I think they beat them at Old Trafford. Half time. What a time to score. 30 seconds before the end of the first half. Yoro's a very good player, bro. Yoro's a very good player, man. He's you know, Real Madrid wanted him. He's definitely a good player. I'm outside. I don't live in Miami. Big up oh yeah, I see. Yo, go easy on MJ, man. I see a few people in the chat calling him out. Relax, man. We're all a community here, man. Bet you regret this watch along. It's not great. It's 1-1, but the eyelids are heavy. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, Onana needs to come in at half time and say, "Yo, I owe you some money." Yoro, because that's the thing. If they beat Lyon, he can turn around and say, "I was right." He said United are better than Lyon, which, to be honest, what I've seen of them, they do look better. They do look like the better team. Ekitike dunking on Tottenham. 1-1 at half-time. He scored a very good goal, but Porro's equalised. Let's have a look at the... I can't believe Bodo Glimt beat Lazio 2-0. But it's a 4G pitch. Maybe they struggled. Who did the Arsenal boys play? Guendouzi played centre mid. Nuno Tavares is injured. He's got a thigh injury. So they lost 2-0. Second leg in Rome, though, so maybe Lazio could turn it round. United Lyon 1-1. Rangers Athletic Bilbao is 0-0. Nico Williams is playing. Rangers have had a man sent off. Surely he can do something second half. Tottenham's 1-1 against Frankfurt. Ekitike gave them the lead. Good finish. Porro equalised. And Chelsea Chelsea won 3-0 against Legia Warsaw. Is there anyone decent in that Conference League? Fiorentina and Real Betis. It would be really funny if Chelsea didn't win the Conference League. Oh, Matt, no, oh. Bro, it's been a long week. Yeah, he was dropping the locks. I get you now. I hear you. It's been a long week. My bad. D-Black! Big up yourself. Marcel said you came a long way from playing Bodo. I told you, man, we ain't playing them Wi-Fi password teams. Literally teams I'd never heard of, you know? Now we're cooking Madrid. I used to pray for times like this. Meek Mill settings. There you go, MJ. A little bit of hip-hop. Spurs game is more intense. Yeah, do you know what? I didn't even really... Looking at it, Tottenham score a lot and concede a lot. And Frankfurt had Ekatike. I thought this would be a decent game. Man United don't defend well. Lyon score goals. Lacazette, Ainsley, Maitland-Niles. I thought this would be the better game. It would be interesting. Do I do this game next week? Or do I go to the Tottenham game instead? But then I don't really want to watch Tottenham, ever. If I can help it. So, yeah. Big up everyone locked in, man. 1,500 of you in the chat. Big up the Twitch gang as well. Like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, peeps. We're supposed to do the AFTV show today, but we moved it to tomorrow. So I'll be on AFTV at 7 o'clock with Cecil. And tomorrow I'll be on here 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, something like that. It's the Easter holiday, so the schedule's a bit crazy at the moment. The kids are off school, so, you know, dad duties and that. So it's... and tomorrow, I'm sure tomorrow, they said, is the hottest day of the year so far in England. So, you know, we don't get a lot of sunshine over here. So when you do, you got to make the most of it and get outside. So, yeah, D-Block Legends. Yo, they're coming to London, I think, next month, D-Block. So, yeah, it might make sense to go there. Big C apparently Bayern offered Sané a new contract, 3 years, lower salary. He might have to take it, man. Hey, big up my brother, man. Fran in the chat. Hope you're good, bro. Hope the fam's good. Mocking United, bro. It's a vibe along for me, not for United, but I'm just vibing. We just beat Madrid 3-0, man. Everything else, they can't chat to me right now. Inaki Williams. It's funny, people have said for years Inaki Williams actually the better brother out of the two. I'm just seeing the red card to Rangers. Harsh. Well, was he in fact? I think he's the last defender. So probably not that harsh. Listen, United won all at half-time. I think they'll take it. I honestly don't think this Lyon team is that good. I think United will beat them at Old Trafford. They might even beat them tonight. Couple good little dribblers. That Almada looks good. Cherky looks decent, but they don't look great. 1-1. I think United could beat them from it. Even if they draw, I think the second leg they'll beat them. So this Europa League is wide open. Tottenham and Man United have been terrible this season, but like I said, because UEFA changed the rules and there's no Champions League drop-down teams this year, the Europa League is weak. You know how many good teams have dropped into this Europa League when Arsenal was in it? We got prime Atletico Madrid with Diego Costa and Griezmann up top in a semi-final. We would have won the Europa League that year. And all these teams are in it now. You're playing Lyon and Rangers and Bodo Glimt in the quarter-final, man. One of the English teams really should be winning this, but Frankfurt, Athletic, Bilbao, I think, are the two favourites, in my opinion. The final's in Bilbao as well. Are you seeing Sean Paul Ashanti with Fat Joe at Wembley? Nah, man. I ain't going to that. I'm not going to that. There's some hit records there, but I'm not stepping outside for Ashanti and Sean Paul and Fat Joe. Nah. Pasha said, Big C, my grandma lives in Munich. She will cook lunch after we win the Champions League. But, bro, listen, hopefully Arsenal are in the final. H-Down, yo, Curtis, you hear about Cunha in contract talks with United? I think the problem is because Arteta loves Odegaard. If you was writing a list of priorities now, Arteta probably doesn't see that position as a priority. A lot of the fan base do, and I definitely do as well, but I don't think he's going to be desperate to buy an attacking midfielder. I think he's looking for a striker, a left winger, a centre mid, probably another defender and a goalkeeper. I would go and get Cunha or Eze or somebody like that, but I'm not sure we'll go for him. Do you know what? As I went live, I realised, oh my days, I've got the Champions League background. I went to find the Europa League background, and I remember when Arsenal got knocked out to Villarreal, I said, I'm deleting the Europa League background because I hope we're never in that competition. So I've given Man United a Champions League background, so I'm showing them a lot of respect. It's crazy to think, look, if United win this competition, they'll be in the Champions League next season. On the back of how bad they've been this season, I think they'd call that a successful season. So United have got to put all their eggs in this. The league's over for them this season. They're not going to do anything. They might as well rotate to win this. Oh, Onana's so poor. That goal was so bad. Neil said Sean Paul is the worst person he's ever seen in concert. Yeah, I wouldn't be paying to go and watch Sean Paul in concert. NDB said I'd take Eze and Lookman in the summer and be a happy supporter. Eze and Lookman. I'm a big fan of Eze. Lookman has improved a lot. Would appreciate a CR7 background. Yeah, maybe I should have just changed it, but I'd just stick with this one, man. Prem could get 7 places. Yeah, because we've been awarded the 5th place, haven't we? 5th place in the Prem gets Champions League this season. And then Europa League winners could get in there as well. In fact, what? You said 7. How can we get 7? Is that if a team won the Champions League but finished outside of the top 5? I don't know how that would work. I suppose if Arsenal won it and fell down the table. Keeper, Cunha, Zubomendi, Williams, Gyökeres. Yeah, I'll be happy with that. I'll be very happy with that. Eze was last season. He hasn't looked as good this season, but I still rate him. And sometimes you've got to try and... Oh, if Villa win it. Yeah, that's a great point because they're outside. Yeah, that's a good point. Sometimes I think you got to use an opportunity to go, okay, a player's not in as great form, but I still think you're a top player. I'll get you on the cheap. That's what I would be doing. I'm looking at Lyon and I'm thinking, okay, Lyon, 100 million, but he's not playing as well. If you want Lyon, go and make a cheeky 65, 70 million pound offer. Eze is 60 million, but he hasn't been as good. Go and offer 50 million for Eze. You know, Wolves, they want 60 million, but you go and offer 50 million for Cunha. You got to make life difficult for these teams and try and take advantage of it. Big up Chris, he's a big United fan. He said, Curtis, this United team is worse than Arsenal 2020-21. But if we win Europa League, then all good. Yeah, I'd say it's worse because, look, we had Aubameyang and players like that. He was still top quality, but you rescue the season if you win the Europa League at the end of the day. That would be, what, 3 trophies in 3 years, and you're in the Champions League. That would springboard United 2 or 3 years because all of a sudden, Man United with no European football, they will still get good players, but they can't get the very, very best. And we've heard their owner talking in that interview with Gary Neville about the financial issues, why he's let so many staff go. But all of a sudden, you get Champions League football. I think they said Arsenal made 90 million this season from the Champions League before we even got through the group stage. So it brings so much money into the club. It would make a huge difference. United, all of a sudden, they go from Liam Delap to Osimhen as their striker. If we leave it late in the summer, this transfer window, and get a few scrubs on loan, I'm done. I think Arsenal signed good players this summer. We've got money. We've made a mark in Europe. We've got a top quality sporting director. We didn't spend a lot like this season, so there should be a lot of money in the tank. Amici, big up. Curtis, considering how much we don't want Nando's to win a trophy, if you're offered the Champions League and Nando's win the Europa League, would you take it? Yeah, I'll take it. I don't care about them. Give them that. Give them a Europa League. If we're Champions League winners, they'll be in our shadows anyway. So yeah, I would. But obviously, ideally, we win it, and they get knocked out. Prefer Bournemouth's playing style. They play good football. A lot of the best teams to watch this year have been your Bournemouths, your Brightons, your Nottingham Forest, the teams that are a bit... They play with freedom. They're not trying to copy Pep. South London Finest, Arsenal's Champions League prize money path. Beat Real Madrid, 13 million. Reach the final, another 15.5. Win the final, another 5.4. If Arsenal go all the way, 89 million pounds. That's crazy. That is crazy. Stoney said, Big C, that thumbnail is a thing of beauty. Vibe along for real. Honestly, Karos nailed it with the thumbnail. That was ideal for what it is today. Palace, yeah, Palace have been all right. Mateta's good. Mateta is a good player. Cello said, as long as Arteta is not involved in this summer's transfers, we can make some good signings. Arteta's talent ID reeks. I think they're going to take a lot of the power out of his hands this summer. I think he will. I think it's difficult to have a manager that doesn't have any influence on what's happening. You've got to have a little bit of influence. Curtis, how good was Moussa Dembele? Are we talking Tottenham Dembele, yeah? He was... I would say in terms of ability, that Tottenham Dembele had world-class talent. But he just didn't reach the level. Whether that was because he was at Tottenham, I don't know why none of the big clubs ever bought him. You hear all the players say, oh, who's the best player at Tottenham? Dembele. Outrageously good player. But the Tottenham thing just pulled him down. I don't know. I don't even know where he went after Tottenham. It's like his career just finished. But he was an unreal player. Yeah, Fulham. We should have got him from Fulham, man. Second half about to get underway. Berta's replacing head of recruitment. Yeah, I saw that. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Clear these guys out, man. Get rid of them. Walk in, say, listen, pack up your desk and get out of here. You lot need to move on. Get rid of them. Would you say Yamal is the best winger in the world? In terms of freedom and stuff like that, the only thing Yamal's lacking is output in terms of numbers. His numbers make it difficult. He doesn't score that many goals. He's unbelievable to watch. He's one of the best wingers in the world to watch. And he plays with freedom. It's a joy to watch him play, but the numbers... Can you put him above Vinicius and players like that? Maybe. He's up there. I'd put him top 3 or 4. But his numbers are very low for a player of that level and what... I mean, let's look at his numbers. What's he got this? I mean, he has got 4 goals in the Champions, 6 in La Liga in 27 games. He's got to be getting double figures. Barca score a hatful of goals. He should be on more than that. He should definitely be on more than that. Vinicius got 11 in the league, 7 in the Champions League. Lamin's got to score more. But he's one of the best players on the planet for me as passers. The way he opens teams up and dribbles past players, he's unbelievable. And for his age as well, it's a joke how good he is. Vinny hasn't been as good this season, definitely not. But you wonder if Mbappe has affected his game. GJB said always quality. Whether you're 720 or 8K, yeah, man. Big up to you though, bro. Man United on the attack. Bruno finds who got a pull back. Oh, no one was there. No one was there. United, I think, can win this game. How good was Payet? Payet is another what we call streets won't forget. Another player that I always wanted at Arsenal. Amazing footballer. Payet, skill, free kicks, passes. He was unreal. Yamal is incredible. Quite the future ahead of him. Yamal is... Yamal. You look at Yamal and you think he could win Ballon d'Or. I think I look at him and I think you're that good. You could win the Ballon d'Or at some stage in your career. But that guy D, I think the grief Vinny has had in Spain has affected it. I've said it. I'm predicting it. I don't know whether it will happen, but I think Vinicius could end up in Saudi. I think he could end up in Saudi. Because when they made the offer and they're saying they're coming back for him this summer, well, why would they come back for him if he said, no, I don't want to leave? They must have been given some encouragement. For his age, never seen anyone like it. I hear you with Lamine. His numbers are solid. No, listen, I'm not saying his numbers aren't solid, but man is saying, is he the best winger in the world? And I'm saying, for him to be considered the best winger in the world, I think his numbers have to be higher. He's got 6 goals in 27 league games. I don't think that's best winger in the world numbers. I think he's got to turn that into 15 league goals. That's not me saying he's not a great player. He's got 4 goals in 10 Champions League games. And he's got 11 assists in the league. But just in terms of goals, I think they need to go higher. But he's unbelievable. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, people. Hit the likes. Let's get 1,000 likes as well. Big up to everyone locked in. Lyon 1, Man United 1. Keep me updated with the Tottenham game as well. Also, anyone who's watching Nico Williams on the other channel against Rangers. Rangers are down to 10 men. George said, bro, honestly, if I was Berta, I'd be cheekily making inquiries about Vinny. I can see him getting more and more unsettled. I think over the next few months, Vinny is gettable. But you would have to blow up the transfer market. You would have to pay an absolute king's ransom to get him out of there. That's the problem. And I don't know if we got that kind of bread. I think you got to put like 150, 170, 200 million on the table to get him out of there. Imagine Vinicius at Arsenal. Jeez. Maybe you get Rodrigo out of there. Lawrence said 3-day water fast this weekend. Yeah, I respect it. I respect it. They're not easy, but your body will thank you. It'll be hard. A Jew said, do you think Rafinha will win the Ballon d'Or? The problem with the Ballon d'Or is it's all, like you said, man, it's a popularity contest. So they'll probably give it someone else. But his numbers this year are outrageous. Was that Lacazette coming on? I think that was that Lacazette coming on? It looked like him. Cal's Corner, Arsenal are putting out Havertz training videos, propping him to come back for the Champions League. Sorry, but Mourinho is my striker. I don't want to see Havertz this season. I'm going to be peed off if he gets rushed in. We spoke about this earlier on, and I couldn't believe it. That Arsenal, Ornstein's saying Havertz could be back before the end of the season. I'm like, bro, he only just got injured. But then when I checked, he got injured in the middle of February. He's been out for 2 months. So they say 3 months minimum for that injury. Let's say by the 10th of May, that's 3 months. Give him another week or 2 rehab. They'll try and get this guy back for maybe the last 1 or 2 Premier League games. And if we made the Champions League final, I don't really want him to come back. Heskey or Marino? I mean, Heskey a better all-round player, but Marino's finishing right now. I trust Marino's finishing right now. Lacazette comes on for Lyon. I respect Lacazette at Arsenal, you know. He wasn't a world beater at Arsenal, but he was all right. People have to remember Lacazette scored some big goals. Tottenham away, Liverpool at home. He got player of the season, 1 season. He seemed to get worse when Arteta turned up, when he was like a defensive midfielder. Yeah, we were calling him lack of threat, twerkazette, all sorts was going on, but he put in a solid shift every time he played for us. Havertz knows how to score a Champions League final goal. Yeah. I used to tarnish his name. No, I did. At the end, I said a whole lot of stuff. Off topic, did you rate Nipsey Hussle? Met him at the marathon shop years ago. He seemed a decent, genuine guy. I always say with Nipsey, right? Nipsey was a good rapper, but it was more his legacy and his message. I don't think Nipsey was like an unbelievable rapper, but it was the message that he was trying to put out, and togetherness, and you know, running your own business and not letting these corporate companies own you and dictate what you're doing. I kind of think Nipsey was more than a rapper. He was kind of like he had that sort of Malcolm X thing about him, like, yo, we got to learn. He had a message. He had a big message to put out there. Oh, what a ball. Lacazette! Oh, he puts it wide. That's why we called him lack of threat at times. That's a good chance. I mean, he was under pressure. Yo, what a run that is by that Mika Tadzi, the striker. Look at the footwork. Jeez. Put the burners on him. Lacka! It's almost like he doesn't hit the ball properly. He hesitates. Volley. Look, he can't. Oh, he tries to. That's horrible technique. I can't lie. That is horrible technique. Nipsey had to leave the streets, man. Millionaire in the ghetto, can't change the ghetto. Yeah. It's sad, innit? Like, you want to be around your people in your neighborhood and share that success, but you can't, unfortunately. You grow up in the ends, the ghetto, and you make millions. You've probably got to move out. You know, that's the sad reality of it. Lacazette. He's our Frenchman. He's our number 9. And he goes by the name of Lacazette. Nah, man. I don't want to go back to them days. We need a bad boy striker. When you were a kid, did you play in the street? Bro, I remember one of the pitches that we played on. I call it a pitch. But there was a wall. We used to stand in the middle of the road and shoot at the wall. And the traffic would be flying round the corner. There was a big bus. There was cars. You just pick the ball up, let the traffic go, carry on playing. I was always playing in the street, man. That's where you learn your football. To quote 50, it ain't good to do good in my hood. Yeah, sad reality, innit? It's the sad reality. There's real deep cultural issues in our culture, unfortunately, that instead of kind of elevating our own, they target them. You know, that's why these rappers and stuff, they're being targeted. Pop Smoke and all that. Yo, them concrete pitches, you know, when you mash up the ball and all the levers peeling off the ball and that. All night, in the dark and everything. I feel like nowadays you can't do that. As a dad now, like, yo, the kids aren't playing out no more. Ball whipped in, it's headed in the air, goes out, another corner to Man United. I don't know about where a lot of you guys live and stuff, but the kids don't play out anymore. They're not out. They're all in their bedroom playing on PlayStation and iPad and all that. My mum was shouting down the street to get me in the house at night. But now, it's a bit different outside, man. That's the thing. That's the thing. It doesn't feel as safe. Corner to United, headed across. It's a chance. Scrappy, volley up in the air. United still have it. Garnacho. I think United can win this. At the same time, Lyon can win it. Lacazette, you got to defend better. Look at Lacazette at right back. I've dark memories of that. Big C, Lacazette's hairline came back. He must have made the Turkey trip. He had the Reese's Pieces LeBron James going off when he was at Arsenal. All of a sudden, man's got the sharp hairline. But it looks good, whatever he did. Sports Genius, it's not safe out here anymore. Yeah, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. The world's different, man. Video games are so fun, but they're too addictive. And the thing is, I look at it and I think, well, back in the day when I was playing like computer games and that, we didn't have online gaming. You know what I mean? So, like, when we used to play Pro Evo, man, I had to come to your house, memory card, plug it into the PlayStation, come to... These aren't now. They're on the headset, talk to all their friends. You don't really need to leave the bedroom. You know what I mean? They can connect to everyone. We couldn't do that. You wanted to play computer with your friend, you got to go around to their house. Now, put your headset on, plug it into your control pad. He's in the party with 3-4 people chat. They're all chatting to each other. You know what I mean? They got Wi-Fi. They got everything. We had to do all... Yo, bring your controller. Used to go around to my friend's house. Yo, I don't like your controller, man. The shoot button doesn't feel good. And you know what I mean? It's a bit of a dodgy control pad. So you had to take your own controller around there and take your memory card out and everything. Anyway. Red School, should Arteta be sacked if we lose to Madrid? If we lost to Madrid, I'd just give up on Arsenal. I really would. I'd be done if we lost 4-0. We're getting old, Big C, bro. I'm telling you. NDB, he said he's old, 51. I had a Commodore 64. Took 5 minutes to load a game. Commodore 64. I have heard of them, though. I have heard of them. Old school Commodore. Atari and them old school computers. R1 button broke, you know what I mean? Dodgy controller. The shoot button don't feel right. You know, dude, you've been there. You go to your friend's house, you're like, yo, man, you give me the dodgy control pad here. What's going on? The ball, you know what I mean? You're pressing it and nothing, they ain't passing the ball and that. He's got the brand new pad and that. Arguing about playing pro on different camera angles, you know what I mean? And then you always had a friend as well, yeah, that like some people would use Pro Evo buttons, some people use FIFA buttons. So obviously on Pro Evo you used to shoot with square, on FIFA you used to shoot with circle. So man's like pausing the game. Why are you pausing the game? Yo, I use FIFA buttons. And you know, all that stuff going on, man. Host is always player one, yeah. Has to be. Home side, you've got to be player one if you're the home team. Stick drift, yeah, all that kind of madness. The cheap copy controllers, yeah, off Amazon. Not made by Sony, but they look the same. Southwest, I remember growing up, we had a lot of green and open spaces over the last couple of decades. Green is replaced with houses. Yeah, I mean, there's a house crisis in England, especially. I don't know where you are in the world, obviously, but there's so many people, not enough houses. So if there's green land, they're building on it. The camera angle argument was crazy. Some people liked it zoomed in. Some people liked the television argument where you could see the whole pitch. It was all different. It was all different. FIFA Street, yeah, I always had that. Love that game. Playing in Europe on Thursdays is really like playing at the kids' table. Do you know what, bro? I don't miss this competition one bit, Lay. Honestly, I do not miss this competition, Europa League. Winner stays on, 3-0 and off. All of that. Cliff said, I wish we had Laka this year, actual striker. I actually think Laka was all right, but we used him in a way that just destroyed it. He just dropped deep the whole time. I couldn't understand it. Mario Kart tournaments, yeah. Here come United again. Shot, oh, just wide. Yoro again. He's playing well, man. Who you got for the playoffs? Unfortunately, I think the Celtics are going to win it again. Cruz likes Boston Celtics, but I'm not a fan. I think they're going to win it again. I know they haven't won the Eastern Conference and OKC are flying in the West, but I just think collectively their team, I think their team is better than anyone else's. But we'll see. Yasser said, he said, Big C, his son was crying when he took him to the Emirates. It was emotional. It was joy and happiness. If we lose to Real Madrid in the second leg, lock off the stream. That game will go down in history. You know what I mean? It will go down in history. But yeah, man, I'm glad your son enjoyed it. He could feel the emotion, you know, of the game. Celtics are going to do it. Yeah, I just got a feeling they have, man. Yeah, I think they'll beat the Cavs. I'm telling you. I think they've got a better team, but let's see. Let's see. Adriano and Pro Evo, crazy. 99 shot power. Damien said playing zoomed real G-ish using radar was equivalent to looking up. Bro, you know when you're zoomed in, you're trying to play a pass and you can't even see the pitch. And you're using the dots. You're using the dots to figure out where your player is. You can't even see the player. Man zoomed in that much. I can't even switch the diag because I can't see the pitch. I'm going off the coloured dots on the bottom of the screen. You know, yo, you needed game intelligence to play Pro Evo and then games back in the day, you know. It was serious. You don't even know where the player is. I'm going off the dot. All right, I'll play the ball. It was madness. It was madness. Afro Crypto, would you take Gibbs White? Xerxes on. I'm assuming that's Hoyland who's off. Yeah, Hoyland needs to... They need to leave Hoyland at the airport. Real talk. Would I take Gibbs White? I would, but he wouldn't be at the top of that attacking midfield list. I'd rather sign players like... I'd rather sign Cunha than Gibbs White. But Gibbs White is good. World Famous Ed said Lakers in 5. LeBron and Doncic, you know, they've had a good season this year. They got 2 outrageous players that can win games on any night. The only thing I would say with the Lakers is they traded Davis for Luka. I don't know if defensively they're good enough. Davis was one of the best defenders in the league. But you got LeBron and Luka, you always got a chance. Where do you rate Prime Kaka? Prime Kaka is outrageously good. So good. I think with Kaka, he got overshadowed by like Ronaldinho and them, man, in that Brazil team. But he was he's world class. World class. Remember when Man City tried to sign him? Here come Lyon. Great chance. What a run. Oh, what are you doing there? Hits it straight at the goalkeeper. Tolisso. Left foot. What is he doing? Little 1-2 with Lacquer. What a touch by Lacquer. Oh, my days. Who was that who got sat down? Yo, Mazraoui. Man's breaking his ankle like Steph Curry. What kind of finish is that? Straight at the keeper. Yeah, Kaka is ridiculously good. Like, ridiculously good. When I look back at football then, I look at Kaka now. You're mentioning Kaka. I'm thinking if Kaka was playing football now, he's probably the best player in the world. If Prime Kaka is playing football now, he's the best player in the world, in my opinion. I don't think there's a better player than him in world football now. Mbappe, De Bruyne, Haaland, Messi's past his best. Ronaldo, Neymar, they're past their best. I think he's the best player in the world right now. Oh, what a ball. What a touch. Oh, good block. Maguire does enough to put him off. Yeah, easily. Yeah, I think he is. Oh, Pato. Pato is another Streets Won't Forget baller. I really thought Pato was going to be a superstar. He was so quick. But it just didn't happen for him. He had injuries as well, didn't he? Better than Rice? Well, after Declan Rice, of course. There's no one better than Declan Rice at the moment. It's Declan Rice week. Kaka was ridiculous. Adriano's another one who I think could have been an icon of the sport, man. But he retired, didn't he? Went back to the favelas. He was holding up guns in the favelas. Listen, Prime Ronaldinho, of course. That you're talking a whole nother planet of football when you're talking about him. But Kaka was ridiculous. There's a lot of Streets Won't Forget players, man. A lot. Quaresma, yeah. Robinho. There's loads. Salah better than Kaka? Not for me, bro. I think Kaka would have been better than him. Way better, technically, as well. United on the attack. Casemiro looking for Garnacho. It's cleared for a throw-in by Maitland-Niles. Kaká! Let me look at some of his stats. I know it's not all a stat game. Oh, he's at Orlando, wasn't he? Yeah, I remember seeing that. Nah, Kaka was a joke, man. Salah can't talk to Kaka, I'm sorry. He was unbelievable. Main man Denilson. Well. Are we talking Denilson, Brazilian left winger stepovers? No, of course not. You're talking Denilson in your picture? Freddie Adu, didn't they say he was the American Pele? Used to buy him on like, I don't even think it was Football Manager. It was like Championship Manager. Saw Kaka live in Orlando, crazy good, and that was at the back end of his career, wasn't it? Pato actually was playing for Orlando, I think, when we went there on the tour. I'm sure Pato was playing for Orlando. Man United on the attack, free kick, handball. Quincy Owusu-Abe, I do. He used to play in the Orange Vapors. I'm sure he got in trouble off the pitch for something. I can't remember. I'm sure something happened. I do remember him. Freddie was so hyped. He was everywhere on TV. Yeah, he was the original, like you said, Wonder Kid. I thought he was... I didn't know much about him, but I heard he was the American Pele. Prime Kaka was a madness, breezing past players like it's nothing. He was unreal. Maguire heads it in the air. Oh, it's given a foul against... Come on, we need a goal, man. What's going on? Edgar Davids, yeah, he's an OG, man. Quincy Owusu, there was a drugs thing. I remember reading a story that like he'd been arrested or something. Him and, who's the other guy who got in loads of trouble, man? Quincy Promise. He was doing madness as well. Caicedo's car seized as police investigate the license. Is he doing a madness? I remember Nzogbia got caught, I think, when he was at Newcastle. And Nzogbia was driving without a license. He booked his theory test and he paid one of his friends to do the theory test. Oh, Lyon! Hey! Hey! Come on! Oh, what a block that is. Nearly somebody got sat down there as well. 3 against 3. Garnacho on the counter-attack. Xerxes. Bruno Fernandes at the back post. Garnacho. He's messed up. He's messed up. That right there is why I don't believe he's good enough for Man United. What a poor decision there. What a poor decision by Garnacho there. Bruno, mate, you're wasting your time with players like that. That's so poor. Garnacho needs to just become a Twitch streamer, man. Just go on Twitch with iShowSpeed and Kai Sanat and Aiden Ross and all them. This guy's crazy. Now, Promise and Abe both got in trouble. Quincy Promise got in some mad trouble, but Abe did as well. Pablo Aimar, he was a hell of a player, man. Them Argentinians, like Riquelme for me was the one. The Argentinian one. I loved watching Riquelme play football. He was so good. Oh, Rui Costa, jeez, man. What a... Them man there. Them man are different. Them man there are different. Oh, volley up in the air by Lyon, goes out for a goal kick. This is not a great game. This is not a great game at all. Ortega was good. Very good. Goal kick to United. Mahrez at Leicester. Oh, my God. What a player. Again, another player we should have bought. Brandon said, Big C, Freddie Adu is still 35. Dude doesn't age because he started playing at 13 or 14. He's younger than Ronaldo. I remember his overall in a few seasons in FIFA 05. He's... They had a lot of hype for him, I tell you that. Pete Del Piero, unreal. Recoba. Serie A was crazy. Serie A was the best league in the world. By far. It was by far the best. They had the big money from early. Yeah. Serie A, man. James Richardson, Saturday morning. Ice cream on the table. Golazo. And then Sunday they showed the live game. You couldn't get better than Italian football. Elliot said Argentina have not had a Riquelme since. He was different gravy. Yeah, he was unbelievable. Quincy Promise was on Pablo Escobar. He was moving mad. Design said Curtis not Argentinian. How people forget Raul. Oh, Raul as a finisher. Just one-on-one he wouldn't miss. Channel 4 on the weekend. It was unbelievable. I loved Italian football growing up. It was so good. They had most of the best players. They had the money. Their style of football. Bruno Fernandes takes a free kick. Whips it in. Over hits it. Goal kick. This second half has been absolute garbage. I mean pure and utter garbage. Mason Mount's coming on. Let's turn over for a minute and watch another game. This is painful to watch. Rangers against Athletic, and you got Tottenham against Frankfurt. No goals in any of them games. I'm not watching Tottenham. I wanted to watch Nico Williams for a minute. Marco van Basten was kind of like, no, I didn't really watch it, but obviously I watched a lot of videos of him. One of the best. One of the best. That volley in the Euros, he was unreal. Shevchenko, mate. Well, as I said, I was, can't even get my words out. AC Milan was my was the sort of team that I adopted as my team in Italy. I was a bit devastated when R9 went to Inter because R9 was my favourite player. But he ended up at AC Milan anyway, but he was nowhere near as good at them times anyway. But Ronaldinho ended up at AC Milan. I always loved Milan. AC Milan, man, I love Rui Costa, Maldini. You know, you had Seedorf, Dida, George Weah, Shevchenko. I love the AC Milan team. Always liked AC. Ruud Gullit, yeah, them times there as well. Come to the Middle East, you need proper gold steak. Well, I was actually trying to get over to Dubai in this break, but because there's so much football, I'm just trying to get the football in. Maybe I would love to go there in the next couple of months. I know it gets very hot once the summer arrives. Inzaghi is the ultimate 6-yard box striker. Probably the best we've ever seen. That guy would celebrate a tap-in from 1 yard like he'd taken on 5 players and slapped it top corner from 35 yards. Inzaghi! I'm like, bro, it's a tap-in 1 yard out. But he made a great career of it, man. Esse Totti was my favourite Italian. I loved Francesco Totti. Loved him. I think Real Madrid tried to buy him a couple of times, but he always stayed loyal to Roma. Machiavelli said, Ancelotti said he never told Maldini and Nesta how to defend. You know, when you just levels like that. I remember Rijkaard said in an interview that Ronaldinho, he didn't coach him. He said, he came to training to just stay fit. He said, there was nothing I could teach him. He was that good. And when you hear coaches say things like that, you know that these guys are on a different planet. Man saying Ronaldinho is that good, he can't coach him. He can't improve him. He's just there to keep fit. It's crazy. Del Piero is the Prince of Italy. There's been some great... I think Baggio, Del Piero, Francesco Totti. If I'm thinking about attacking players, they're 3 of the best I've ever seen in Italy. Who played for Italy. Christian Vieri was a good player. I always liked him as well. But yeah, man, Totti was ridiculously good. And Del Piero, man. Baggio was a joke as well. What a player. De Rossi was an animal. I liked him with a big beard. Luca Toni, yeah, he used to score a lot of goals, didn't he? Ronaldinho was the reason I started watching football. I don't think there's a more enjoyable football player of all time to watch than Ronaldinho. I don't think any player is more entertaining to watch than Ronaldinho. He's the ultimate. Please give us some insight in your football career. I might do some videos. Or we'll do some streams. We delve into it a bit. Zola, yeah, I forgot Zola. What a player he was. Ravanelli, Viali. They had some great players, man. Man said Messi for me, bro. Italy. Italiano we are talking about, my friend. Italiano. United on the break again. Garnacho, heavy touch. Poor. Xerxes could be in. No keeper. Go on, Nacho, mate. Honestly, Man United fans, you need to explain to me how you managed to watch Højlund and Garnacho play football. I've watched them for 75 minutes, and it's painful watching them. It's absolutely painful watching them guys play football. Garnacho and Højlund are dreadful. Bilbao have scored. Is it Nico Williams? 1-0, but he's saying potential penalty check. What happened? Or is this to go 2-0 up as well? You can't give handball for that. No chance. Balotelli, the first black Italian striker. Balotelli had crazy ability. Lyon on the attack. It's blocked again. United are defending well. Balotelli, I thought, was going to become like a world-class striker, but he's a madman, wasn't he? He's just a lunatic. I remember Zico, like, from videos. I didn't watch him live and stuff. Free kick. Mason Mount is kicking off. He's squared up to a player. They're pushing each other. Lacazette's grabbed him. It's all got... Yo, Laka wants all the smoke. Man said, what? You're in my ends, Mount, bro. You ain't built like that. What? It's kicking off, you know. I like that. This has been the best part of the second half. Money Mace, you know. I don't know if Mace is built like that, you know, to start beefing in France. But he's on it. He's on it. You're protected on the pitch, though. The Topo goal from Ronaldinho against Chelsea. Unreal. That guy's one of the best we've ever seen. Seydor, 4 Champions Leagues with 3 different teams. Man like Clarence. What a player. Rick said Prime Kaka would absolutely be the GOAT right now. Yeah, I think he'd be the best player in the world. He's given out a few yellow cards here. Lacazette and Bruno are having a bit of a chat. I don't know who he booked there. Why always me? I think that's one of the most iconic moments in Premier League history. Scoring against United and lifting up your top, saying that. Paul McGrath is... People say Paul McGrath is one of the best centre-backs. But I didn't watch him really. I've seen like videos and highlights of him. He looked class. He looked really good. But yeah, I'm definitely not equipped to really say too much about him. Imagine Ronaldinho now, he'd be defending. They wouldn't let Ronaldinho play now, bro. He's too much skill, too much risk attached to his game. Pep, them players there have nightmares about players like that. Here's Bruno Fernandes. I've got a feeling somebody's going to score in this game. It could be either team. It's end-to-end. Hey, Bruno, little trick. Dorgu whips it in back post. There, chance. Garnacho! Straight at the goalkeeper. Either side of him there, and he scores. That's a great ball in by Dorgu, you know. Rocky Rocastle, man, was legendary. Again, I watched videos. They called him the Brazilian for his skills. Kevin Campbell told me a lot of stories about him. Hell of a player. Looks like he was ahead of his time, you know. Smokey said Man City, Robinho. Remember when Robinho scooped the ball over? It might have even been Almunia. I loved Robinho. So skillful. What was your celebration? I didn't really have a set celebration. I wanted to do the Henri celebration, the knee slide, but I was playing on some mad pitches when I was younger. You do a knee slide, your knee's going to be mash up. I did all sorts of celebrations, I can't lie. I used to like Aspria. Aspria used to do the cartwheel, then the 3 punches. I used to like that one. I used to do different ones. R9 Ronaldo, the plane flying. I'd done loads of different ones. I remember when Emil Heskey used to do the DJ, Iron Appa days. If you know, you know. I used to do loads of different cellies, man. Oh, Morientes was good as well. Him and Raul. I like Morientes more, I think, when he went to Monaco. Him and Ludovic Julian then, man. Rangers have saved the penalty. Not Nico Williams, no. Oh, so it's 0-0. What happened? I thought it was 1-0. I don't know what's happened there. It was 1-0. I'm assuming the goal got disallowed and they gave the penalty. Ekatike did the Henri celebration. Henri's aura is on another level. These guys all love Thierry. Do you see Mbappe when he was warming up? As soon as he seen Thierry, he just ran over to him straight away. He's like, bro, you're an icon. You're an absolute icon. Messi come out and said when Henri joined Barcelona, he was starstruck. The guy's a joke. Let me see. I want to see that celebration. These guys all love Thierry, man. Oh, he done the knee slide in front of the Spurs fans. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. He dropped the Thierry on the Spurs fans. Bring him to the carpet. Bring him to the carpet. Just for the celebration. These guys, no one likes Tottenham, do they? Nobody likes Tottenham. It's really strange, but... Well, I get it, but look. Just drop the knee slide in front of the Tottenham fans. Imagine being these fans here. Like, who are these guys? Look at this guy's face here. I screwed up his... Look at these guys here. They're in agony. He's just ran from his own half. Look, veins in his neck. Look at the gold Premier League badge, man. Oh, the nostalgia. The O2, the shirt. Look at these guys here. They're in absolute agony. This photographer's like, let me capture this moment. Anyway, man. Ekatike. Dropping the Henri celebration. Here come Lyon. What a lovely first touch shot over the bar. There's shots, man. Cherky there. He's got great techers, but you got to hit the target there. Man said I did the Havertz celebration. No, none of that, Renji, bro. None of that. MJ. I swear, MJ, he never takes a break, you know. Just calm, my bro. You're playing right now. Most iconic was RVP, Guard of Honor. It was, I can imagine from United's point of view, buying our best player, winning the league, getting a Guard of Honor. It probably is. Garnacho gets dragged for Kobe Mainu. And Maguire's off. The fridge comes off. The fridge is off. Oh, sorry, I was just reading something there, an article about somebody sent me something about Ekatike and Arsenal. He has been linked, but I don't think he's the main sort of link to a striker. Rick said you missed out, brother, not being at the Emirates. Absolutely unbelievable. I know, man. I know. It's difficult when Arsenal have a big game because on one hand I'm like, go to the game and experience it. But then on the other hand, I'm like, we can have an epic watch along. It's, you know, it's difficult. Ball whipped in. Oh, Onana collects it. Listen, it was great to watch anyway. You know, it was great to watch. Son was here. Nephew was here. We went crazy anyway. So it was still great. The goalkeeper, oh, the heel flip. The Colombian goalkeeper. Yeah, that was mad. 0-2 Arsenal had the aura. Definitely. Are we going to get a winner? 7 minutes to go. The second half's been dreadful. The best part of the half has been the little fight that they were having on the pitch. Apart from that, we've seen nothing. What's your thoughts on Huijsen's story? Can't see it. I can't see it. 50 million release clause. I don't think Arsenal are doing that. He's being linked with Liverpool, Real Madrid, Chelsea. I just don't see it. I don't see Arsenal dropping 50 M's on a centre-back. NDB Kurt's a question. Are you doing the away Real game with Turkish? Probably not. I don't think that ticket is even available now. I was offered it 2 weeks ago. And I said no to it, so I'm assuming it's been sold. And plus, I think the flight prices have gone up. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. I'm in no rush. The Bernabeu and that, you get them rubbish tickets up in the sky anyway. As a pure number 9 on Real Van Nistelrooy, if you're talking pure number 9, Rude is more of a pure number 9 than Thierry. Thierry changed the game. If Thierry was playing football now, he would probably be playing on the left of a front three as a left forward, which would have completely changed his game because he'd have had so much defensive responsibility. He probably wouldn't have been the same player. If you're talking all-round ability, Thierry's better. Go on, Lacazette! Lacazette, what is that? Lacazette, bro, what are you doing? That is lacking threat. You're in space. Oh, my days, Lacazette, man. The technique there. Good first touch. Finish. Poor techers, man. Really poor techers. Our fan base amazing chanting, "Are you Tottenham in disguise?" That's next level. The way we were dealing with Real Madrid, we battered them on the pitch. We mugged them off the pitch. It was just crazy. It was absolutely crazy. I can't believe what Lacazette just did. He was in all kinds of space. How is he not scoring that? Here's Bruno Fernandes. Clips it in. That's a decent ball. Goes a bit too much power on it. I think there's a winner. I'm calling it. 4 minutes to go. Somebody scores. I don't know who, but I think we get a late winner here. Agreed on real round better player, but for me, Rude on real finisher scored 45 and 60 for Madrid after leaving. He was a ridiculous finisher. I couldn't stand him because he was such a... We had such a rivalry at the time, but as a finisher, I couldn't deny it. I remember he got the injury, didn't he, when he was about to sign for United. Need the ripped sweater today, Curtis. You are a fraud. Oh, mate. I may have said some things about Lacazette over the years. Bayern have officially offered Leroy Sané a new contract. Somebody said that earlier. I think it's a long contract, but reduced terms. Bayern have now submitted an official offer to keep Leroy Sané. As previously reported, Max Eberl is determined to keep the winger, is offering a contract until 2028. The current proposal includes a fixed salary of 10 million euros a year, with additional performance-based that could bring it up to 14 to 16, between 14 and 16 million. He's currently earning 20 million. Xerxes scored! Picky Ed Ross heads it in, and there's the drama. And he does the gunman celebration. Krusty the Clown gives United the lead. Fair play to him. They got Højlund off the pitch. Xerxes, come on. I said we were going to get a goal in here somewhere. And Manchester United have scored it. Joshua Xerxes. Good header at the back post. Good finish, to be fair. Let me give him some credit. Hey. Lovely header. Back post. Bruno in space. Lovely ball. Looped it in. Xerxes. Listen, Bruno Fernandes, man. He's United's best player. That's a really good header. What a ball that is from Bruno. What a ball by Bruno Fernandes. Great header. It's a brilliant goal. Bruno, what a pass. That's what I'm saying, man. We don't see that enough from Odegaard. United have nicked it. I think they'll beat them at home. I'm not very impressed with Lyon at all. I don't see them troubling them. Bruno, clutch. That guy's clutch, man. That guy's clutch. Yeah, I always rated him. I've always said he's got a bright future, that guy. What do you mean I called him Picky Ed Ross? I can't remember. That should be the end of Højlund's career at United. Yeah, Picky Ed Ross. It's my nickname for him. How did Nico Williams play? Well, they're drawing 0-0, and Rangers have been down to 10 men since just before half-time, so it's not looking good, bruv. 5 minutes before, Lacazette, unmarked, 12 yards out, puts it wide. 5 minutes later, you're losing the game. That's how football goes. I have to admit, hey, maybe Onana was right. They are better than Lyon. Maybe Onana was right. That is crazy. I need to tweet that. Maybe Onana was right. They are better than Lyon. Matic ain't even got off the bench, so maybe in the end, Onana's actually won the argument. Now, United have... I've got... the way United have played tonight, I think they've got a chance of winning it. Tottenham have drawn 1-1 at home. Difficult for them now. Frankfurt away will be difficult. United... because they play 3 at the back, or it's almost a 5 at the back. They're very defensive, hard to break down. Chance, they could score again here, United. Xerxes, the shot's blocked. Bruno again, clips in again. Xerxes nearly, it goes out for a corner. United could get another one and finish this off. Lyon are poor. Lyon are poor, I don't rate them. I haven't really seen them play, but I don't rate them at all. Do we know the route into the Europa League final? Like, do we know who Man United would get if they get past Lyon? What is their route to the final? If they win this game. Let's have a look. Or unless you guys can let me know. Who do they get? Spurs let me down for 284 beans. Never rely on Spurs, bro. Never bet on Spurs. Bruno whips it in, headed up in the air. Will the keeper collect it? He punches it out, but wins a free kick. Bilbao or Rangers? Is that who they get? But then someone's saying Lazio, Bodo Glimt. Right, with this confusion. So we've got to fact check it here, people. Let's check the facts. Right. What is the route to the final? It's Rangers Bilbao. So the first guy was right. It's Rangers Bilbao. Flame was right. Tottenham will get Bodo Glimt or Lazio. I hope Lazio come back, man, because Tottenham against Bodo Glimt, they probably fancy winning that. Then they'd be in the final. Yeah, Rangers or Bilbao. Bilbao a 0-0 back to Spain. You'd expect it to be Bilbao against Man United, which would be a good game. Nico Williams against. Feel your pain, let me down for £600. Celtic. Renji said, lost my bet because of Lazio. You would have thought Lazio would win that as well, wouldn't you? But Bodo apparently have been getting good results at home. So, it's that 4G pitch, man. These guys aren't used to them pitches. It makes a big difference. Slows the game down. The ball bounces different and everything. United on the attack again. They're looking for a third here. If they get another one, this will be over. Casemiro gives it away. What have Lyon got? We got less than 2 minutes to go. They're on the attack. Their end product is not great, Lyon. There's a lot of tidy build-up play. They've got a few good dribblers. Look, Xerxes done well there. Won the ball back. He hasn't been on long. You probably give him one of their best players. I was going to say man of the match, but he scored the winning goal. Even there, like the hard work, he's won the ball back. Bruno, oh, look at that, Bruno. Xerxes, Bruno, oh, them man are cooking. Xerxes playing well, I can't lie. Lacazette wins a free kick. That'll be a yellow card. Kobe Mainu. Minute and 10 seconds to go. Curtly said you can see the standard of football between this league and the Champions League miles apart. Yeah. Lyon are poor, man. Kara said if United win this trophy, it will be frustrating because a lot of fans of like other teams, we've been trolling them. If they all of a sudden win the Europa League, they're in the Champions League. Shot goes all the way across the box. Lyon, I think he'll keep that in. Ainsley keeps it in. Last chance for Lyon. Crossing opportunity. They've got bodies. Chops onto his left foot. Rolls it into Lacazette. Lacazette throws it back. Chance. Ball bounces straight at him. They've scored, but he looks offside. Late equalizer. Is he onside? It's 2-2. It's Cherky, I think, as well. Lyon have equalised with 20 seconds to go. It's Cherky. And I think it is onside. Late drama. Wow. The first chance, he hits it. Onana spills it. And Cherky equalises now. Is he onside? The way they're celebrating with confidence. Lacazette, lovely back heel. Drills it. He's miles onside. It's a goal. Onana again. You haven't covered yourself in glory there. Again, Onana, man, you're trash. Wow, he's onside. Look at Onana, it's straight at you, bro. Handle that. Onana is garbage. Okay, Matic was right. Onana is trash. 2-2, Cherky. Late drama. Yo, finally, last 10 minutes. The game came to life. Yes. 2-2. It makes it worth it for the watch-along when you get a late bit of drama like that. The goal counts. And the full-time whistle goes. Yes! 3 great watch-alongs this week. 3-0 win against Real Madrid. 3-1 PSG Villa. Great entertainment. Kvara, Doué, Dembele. Then tonight, 2-2. Onana, stinker. Too much talking, bro. You're trash. 2-2. Late equalizer with about 5 seconds to go. Cherky. 25 million. Listen, he's very, technically very good. Very good. For 25 million, someone's got to be buying him in the summer. Wow, late drama, people. Lyon 2, Manchester United 2. Cherky equalizers with 5 seconds to go. Xerxes had put Man United ahead. 3 or 4 minutes left. Bruno Fernandes assist. And we get a late equalizer from Cherky. Excellent in the end. Game was a bit of a snore fest at times, but we got late drama. Tottenham drew 1-1 with Frankfurt. The Rangers game is still playing, so I'll turn over just for a second. They've got 12 minutes added on, so we'll stay on for 3 more minutes. They're 9 minutes into time added on. 12 minutes added on there. Lacazette didn't get the assist. He played it. The guy had the shot. He saved it, and then Cherky equalizers. So we could call it the pre-assist, but he should have scored before that. Go and troll your Man United friends, or go in the Man United chats, people. Go in the Man United chats for the meltdowns. These guys must be fuming. You can't concede there. Onana straight at him as well, just palming it out. Yeah, it's crazy. There's an injury in this Rangers game. We'll watch this for a few minutes. Cherky anyway, and there. Arsenal. He was tidy. His end product wasn't amazing, but he was very competent on the ball, the way he receives the ball. And he scored. O'Shea said, like and subscribe, people. What a week for us. Beat Madrid, Nando's draw, and United draw. Big up, man. Are we on 1,000 likes? Surely. We should be on 1,000 likes. Surely, surely. Look at the thumbnail, man. It's elite. Oh, what is going on here? 780 likes. It's an absolute disgrace, people. It's an absolute disgrace. We ain't even touching 1,000 likes. And we've got 1,400 people in the chat. Get those likes up. Get 1,000 likes. We're watching the last 2 minutes of Rangers against Athletic Bilbao. This is some result for Rangers. They're down to 10 men and they've won a free kick. Nico Williams just kicked the ball away as well. Is he going to get a yellow card for that? Hit that like button, people. Get 1,000 likes. And then we'll go and troll Man United, friends. Matic was right, mate, Onana. You're trash. Free kick to Rangers. Down to 10 men since the first half. Can they get a late winner here against Athletic Bilbao? And then we'll wrap up the stream tomorrow. I think I'm on 3 times tomorrow. I'm on here at 2 o'clock. I'm on Dan Pot's channel at 3 o'clock. And then I'm on AFTV at 7 o'clock. So big day tomorrow as well in terms of content, people. Free kick to Rangers. Whipped in back post. Goes out for a corner. 30 seconds to go. Can Rangers get a late equaliser? Saeed is gone. What's he saying? What's he saying? Has Big Six on? Let's have a look. Is Big Six on tonight? They're on at 10:30. I'll redirect to Big Six for 10:30. I'll be tuned in for that anyway. So we'll have a look. What's going on over there, peeps? I'm sure Saeed will have a lot to say. Oh, they've blown full time. Are you blowing full time when they got a corner? Yeah, there you go. We'll redirect to Big Six. Listen, people, big up to everyone locked in today. Really appreciate it. Another good game. And yeah, I'll be back at 2 o'clock tomorrow on here. 3 o'clock on Dan Pot's channel. 7 o'clock on AFTV. Enjoy the rest of your evening or daytime, depending where you are in the world. Great community. Goated community as always. Hit the likes and subscribe. And I'll see you all tomorrow, people. Take care, everyone. Bless.